everyone. Welcome to Midday Plays Live. I am your host, Mindy from Tony'sPicks.com. Looking to bring you some more winners here today. I think we did pretty well yesterday. Hopefully you guys did as well. Let me know what you had. Who were your winners? Who were you on? I want to hear about all the big wins. Also want to hear about, what you got going on today. Who you like, who you're thinking about, who you need help with. Whatever the case may be. But yeah, again, we are here, or okay, maybe me. I'm here every day, Monday through Friday. Tiffany will be back tomorrow and Friday with some more of her enlightenment. I want to say hi to Ron. He's hanging out in the chat. So yeah, I want to hear from you other folks. I see you out there. I see you, but not everyone can chat. I get it. A lot of you guys may be at work, in the car, or something like that. But yeah, today we got, some NBA, some NHL, and we got lipstick that matches the screen. I think it's cool. I don't know. Just you, maybe just me. But please go ahead and like, subscribe, click on the bell to get the latest notifications because you don't want to miss out when I or we go live in the future. You also need to go ahead and make sure you check out Tony'sPicks.com when you're having a little bit of trouble. Maybe a little bit of trouble, perhaps, right? Perhaps. But we got the best internet hackers around that you can find, that money can buy, that's for sure. You should see what they did yesterday. Here they are. I mean, it's crazy. Look, we had 3 cappers. You had, I missed it. We had 3 cappers, right? We had Tiffany, we had Ralph, and Ramon that all had 7 wins. So again, I don't think you guys can go wrong by picking out packages for any of these cappers. And then of course, look at the Tony's Picks VIP, and Tony himself also had stellar days there yesterday. But it's pretty easy to pick up a package. All you do is go to your favorite capper, like Tiffany. You can take a look at her record, her data, what she's done over the past 30 days, the last 24 hours. You can take a look at her record for 2023, the last 24 hours. You can see where she's hot. She's hot in the NHL, and of course, she's hot in the NBA. And then you can just go ahead and take a look at the premium packages available. Tiffany has a guaranteed 3-pack of plays in the NHL, a guaranteed 5-pack of plays in the NBA. So these guaranteed basically mean that if she does not go at least 2 and 3 on the 3-pack or 3 and 2 there on the 5-pack, you get your money back in the form of credits because we want to make sure that you have a good experience here at Tony'sPicks.com. So yeah, all the ones in orange there you can see are profit guaranteed. There's the guaranteed best bet on the ice. But you can also see that you can get longer. So you can get a 3-day all sports smasher there for $99. You can also go ahead and check out the weekly, the monthly, because Tiffany's up on the month. And of course, you can grab her for the whole year to get all of her plays in their entirety. But yeah, pretty cool stuff, right? And then other places that you can go is if we scroll down here a little bit more, you can see that we have them all here, all for you. So there's all of the pick packages that are out today. Here's everyone that has a best bet. It looks like it's Tiffany right now, so pick up that best bet. You can get some $15 picks, some 3-packs, and then of course, let's see if we have some props. Yeah, Ben, he's got some player props for you in the NBA. So make sure you go ahead and check all that out. And again, use the promo code TonyT at checkout because you never want to, pay more money than you have to for these. But again, this is, we all know, we all have it, right? Where we have these little downturns with our bankroll. We need a little bit of a get right day. So you can go ahead and get with Tiffany. You can get with Ramon. You can get with me and buy our best of the best pick packages out there. All right, you guys. All right. I'm guessing that you might be ready for some picks here pretty soon, right? But yeah, we want to say hi to Jason. Jason's here. Thanks for joining us. Ron says, how about the Red Wings? I mean, it's his team, right? The go-to. Want to say hi to Latifa. She also wants to say hi to everyone else out there listening and being out there in the chat. We appreciate all of you guys watching live. All right. So here's what you guys are here for after my small commercial. It would be the picks, right? All right. Hey, not too many in the NHL today. Let's go ahead and start NHL for you. You guys ready? Hopefully. I mean, Latifah's Ottawa team didn't come through for us either. I don't know what they were thinking. Let's see. Red Wings. Yeah, they kicked the Blues, but 6-4. Senators did not get it done. 4-1. I was really hoping for some goals there in that Jets Sharks game late in the evening. They didn't show up. That was actually, I know it doesn't matter a whole lot, but for my totals, that was my only loss yesterday. And of course, it was that. Oh, yeah. And Latifa, I think you owe me a coffee. Because I had the Clippers and you guys were on the Kings. I mean, I know it wasn't really a handshake, so I get it. All right, you guys, let's get to some hockey for Wednesday, December 13th. We're going to start off here with the Penguins and the Canadiens. Both of these guys are sitting at basically 12 wins, 13 losses, right? Penguins here are moderate favorites, minus 150. Over under is setting at 6. But who am I going to take? The Penguins. I'm going to do it. I know the Penguins tend to struggle a little bit on the road. I know it. But I think this is kind of one of those get-right games here for the Penguins. They also have that great kill percentage. I look for them to limit everything here tonight, kill those penalties, and eke out the win here. I'm going to go ahead and take the Penguins at minus 150. Then next up is Latifa's other team, the Bruins versus the Devils. Bruins 18-5, Devils 14-11. Devils favorites here at home sitting at minus 120. Over under is 6.5. And Ron said he took Pittsburgh on the money line. So good. I feel better about that. Oh, but then we disagree suddenly because he likes the Bruins. I'm going to go ahead and take Latifa's Devils. I lean here because they are the ones that are putting up the goals right now. They're sitting at 3.5 goals that they score per game, and they're really, really good on their home ice. Latifa says, Mindy, I do not like Ottawa. Oh, Matt said smash the like. I got that one. All right. Thanks, Matt. I appreciate it. The Devils are her team. Yes, I know. I just like to give you grief, Latifa, because Ottawa cost her what, $800 last year or something on one play. So we kind of give her grief about liking the Ottawa Senators when she does not like the Ottawa Senators. Right. And Ron says, still, I'm taking the Bruins. Cannot be convinced by Latifa or Mindy here today. But Matt, we're going to get to your team here pretty soon. We're going to take a look at the Sabres and the Avalanche. Sabres 12-14. Avalanche 17-9. Avalanche big favorites here, minus 200. Over under sitting at 6.5. I'm going to take Matt's Avalanche team on the puck line. I'll give up the goals here today. They just dominate on both ends of the ice. I do like the Avalanche. They are doing it. They create turnovers, and I think those turnovers are going to lead to open ice goals. Ron says, yeah, give me the Avalanche here in this one as well. Then we have Ducks versus Islanders. The Ducks 10-17. Islanders 13-7. Islanders big favorites here, minus 190. Over under is 6. Hey, give me the Ducks on the puck line today. They're actually, I have them modeled out with this one, losing by a score of 3-2, right? I mean, that's kind of what the modeling looks like. I'd rather take the Ducks sitting at minus 140-ish rather than taking the Islanders minus 190. I don't feel real good about the Islanders covering any sort of puck line here today. I just think the Ducks here, they get off more shots on goal, and I think they're going to continue to do that here tonight. So give me the Ducks on the puck line. And then are we already to our last hockey game here already? All right, it's the Jets and the Kings. Both of these guys have almost identical records here. Jets are sitting at 16-9. Kings are 16-5. That's only because they have 4 ties in there, 4 extras. But the Kings are sitting at minus 185. The over under is 6. So again, I kind of feel like the Kings have had the Jets number here for a while. But the Jets are red hot. I mean, these are the guys that are out there getting the covers done. I'm going to take the Jets here on the puck line today. I think there's no slowing the red hot Jets. Give me the Jets here today. All right. Now, the big deal, what you guys are always waiting for, right? NBA, because only a couple of you guys, I'm sure, like hockey. But I think hockey is, it's a decent game to win at. If you pick your spots, sitting there something minus 125, you can find lots of winners. And that's kind of basically better than most of, say, MLB that we would get odds-wise. Or just take a look at the totals. Like Ron said, he likes the under. Which one did you like the under on? Was it the Ducks? I don't know if I had that one out there today. Let's see. Yeah, I had the Ducks going over the 6, but I think he said he had the under if that was the game that we were talking about. All right. Well, Jason says, hey, I'm not really a hockey guy, but I'm feeling to learn more. Yeah, I mean, again, this is one that there are lots of records out there for you to take a look at. I think it's easy for your brain to, basically compute all of this data. So you can look at, say, something like a covers.com, right? Where you can go to like the spreads and matchups. I think that's what it is. But it will show you a lot of what these big trends are. And I think hockey is a game that with the trends, you can do a little damage with it. So it will show you actual puck line. Let me see if I can actually bring it up. How would I do that? Let me see here. If I go and I'm going to preset my screen. Let's try it. Share screen, because I think I have some covers up, I believe. Maybe. Let's try it. All right, how does that look? Do you get to see it? Yeah, pretty much. Let me get Jason off of here real quick. All right, and my name, so you can actually see what's going on. But yeah, let's go back to covers here. And what you can do is you can go to your favorite team Wednesday, December 3rd. And if you go to something like, I'm looking for one that's pretty big. Okay, let's go here. If you take a look at Boston, right? Boston, they're 8-5 on the road puck line. And then you have a team like New Jersey that's 1-11 on the home puck line. So that means New Jersey rarely beats teams at home by 2. So that's something that you can go ahead and say, hey, I'm going to go ahead and take a shot with Boston on the puck line. Let's see what that would look like odds-wise. So it'd be minus 250. So again, that's one of those, like you probably don't want to play that one straight up, but you can go ahead and play it in a bigger money line parlay, something like that. But you can look for these big mismatches in there. And it's the same thing like for here for Anaheim. They're 5-2 to the over, and New Jersey Islanders are 4-2 to the over. So that's another one of those that if my modeling has that going over, and then I see these, trends going over, right? That could be one of those that you say, okay, I'm going to go ahead and take the over in the Ducks. So it's kind of however you can go ahead and, put these wins together, right? Especially if you're new or learning or haven't quite, gotten the hang of all this. But I think hockey is a place that's pretty consistent. You're always scoring 4, 5, or 6 goals normally. So I think it's something that you can easily get the hang of, and I think it's something that you can win a lot of money at. But Matt says, all right, I'm going to take the Avs. I like it. All right, and want to say hi to our Tops. Good to have you here. All right, Jason says, never mind, just get me back to the NBA. But yeah, you could go to covers.com and let's see if I can go back and just kind of show you. If you go to sports and then go to NHL, and there is your scores and matchups right there. And you can kind of take a look at some of those to kind of give you some ideas of where trends, what they kind of look like. And again, trends are meant to be broken, but it's also something that you can go ahead and if you're modeling says, I like this. And it's kind of like finding consensus, right? That's what we're kind of all doing. You guys come here saying, hey, I like, the Devils today. Latifa likes the Devils. Mindy likes the Devils. Maybe I'll take the Devils. Unless you're Ron. He said, I'm going to just go ahead and take Boston. All right. So here, Ron says he's already got some plays. So he says Indiana +7 he likes versus his Bucks team and the under. All right, Ron. Basically, I don't necessarily mind it. I really don't. Even though I kind of tend to lean a little bit more to the Bucks in this one on the spread. But basically, though, we know that Indiana has had the Bucks number, right? I think they've beat them the last 2 or 3 times. So I do think it's kind of one of those nice little revenge spots for the Bucks today. So it's going to be pretty exciting from 2 spectacular shooting teams. And Jason says, hey, where can I find your packages? That's what I can do is I can go back real quick and I can get you to tonyspicks.com where you can see where our packages are. There they are. Right. So all you got to do is find your favorite capper. I think I'm still logged in under Tiffany cappers. Let's see. Where am I at? Probably down at the bottom. There I am. So you can go to the All Cappers tab. You can find your favorite capper. You can see what I've done over the last 30 days, last 24 hours. But today I have an NHL guaranteed 3-pack of plays. So these are going to be my best of the best. And then I also have a guaranteed 3-pack of plays in the NBA. And then, hey, if you want all of them, you can get them right here. Put together a 7-pack port for you for only $45 there. So that's where you can find it. All right. So we'll get back to the rest of basketball. There I am. All right. What else we got here? It's a pretty big card, I would say, for NBA here today. 9 games on the slate. Let's go with the 76ers and the Pistons. Is it the Pistons day? Are you going to take them plus 500 on the money line? No, we're not doing that, are we? We're going to take the 76ers, of course. Pistons are just bad. 1-11 straight up, 4-7 against the spread. They're not even covering spreads in this 20-game drought. And then you have 76ers. They're one of the top offenses in the nation. 3rd in mid-range scoring. I think this looks like not so good a day here again for the Pistons. All right. Yeah, Ron says, yeah, give me the 76ers. Minus 11.5, right? That's kind of what I'm looking at. Next up is the Pelicans and the Wizards. Pelicans 13-11, Wizards. They're trying to keep up with that 2-21 Pistons. They're 3-19. Also not so great. But I'm going to go ahead and take the Pelicans. I think the Wizards are just going to get dominated in the paint here today by Zion. They are last in rebounding, so I don't think it looks good for the Wizards today. I think Zion just has a day. You can kind of probably look to some of his player props over, especially in rebounding, as long as, he said Zion's questionable, yeah. But I still think it's one of those that if it's not Zion, who is it? Who's the other guy? I can't remember. But I still think either way, the Pelicans are going to out-rebound this Wizards team and get the victory. There we go. All right. I want to say hi to Gloria. Hey, thanks for joining us. I appreciate the input there. Appreciate it. Oh, and then Jason says, I think Zion is totally out. Totally out. All right. Either way, Vegas has that information in the line for me. So I don't really have to care about personnel so much. You really don't. Again, I've told you guys this before. I've kept stats for a long time with modeling. And it doesn't matter. It's the same thing for a starting quarterback. Like there really isn't anything out there saying that you win more or less with a, backup quarterback against the spread. It's one of those, they all even out. They come out to about 50%. So I don't think it matters so much because Vegas, they do all the hard work for us with personnel, or at least that's how I feel about it. But again, I'm giving you the picks, and if it's something that you don't want to play, then you can go ahead and just stay off of it. So that's the good part about, betting, is that only you control the enter button when you make the plays. I just play them all. All right. Then we got the Hornets versus the Heat. Hornets 7-14, Heat 13-10. Heat are big favorites, -8.5. Over under is 222. I'm going to go over this total of 222. The Hornets are terrible on defense, but they can go ahead and keep up with the scoring. The Heat have a little bit of an advantage here when we look at head-to-head versus the Hornets, but tend to lean towards the Hornets here today on the spread. All right, next up is the Hawks and the Raptors. Even money here, folks. I don't really mean... it's like 1.5. So I'm going to take the Raptors today on the money line. It's just one of those that I also think this leans towards the under because neither one of these teams shoot well. They shoot in the low 30s from the perimeter. So I do like the under, and I think it's a big number sitting at 240. But I also like the Raptors here today on the money line. I know the Hawks kind of have their number as well, but I think the Raptors at home get this one done today. And then we're looking at the Grizzlies and the Rockets. Grizzlies not so good, 6-16. Rockets 11-9. Rockets -7.5. Over under 211.5. So we know that the Rockets do nothing but win at home and lose on the road. So give me the Rockets here. They are the third best ATS team out there. I think the Rockets get it done. They just don't lose at home. So I'll take a -7.5 here. Ron says he's got to run. We'll see ya. Have a good day, Ron. We'll see you tomorrow. And then we got the Lakers versus the Spurs. The Spurs are trying to battle the Pistons and the Wizards for the last spot. They're sitting at 3-19. Versus the Lakers, you have this little teeny tiny spread out there. So what does that say, right? It's like they want you to go ahead and take the Spurs today. Everyone says this is the spot. I just don't see it. I can't believe it. Oh, I got to go ahead and take the Lakers. I don't care if they're all 40 and years old and they're on a back-to-back. I just think it's this Spurs team that is just too inconsistent today. I don't think it matters necessarily what the personnel is for the Lakers. Give me the Lakers, especially if it's just on a money line against the Spurs. We'll see. Our Tom says, hey, I like the Lakers on the money line. Good. See, that makes me feel a little bit better because, it's a weird line. It's weird. All right. And then we got the Nets versus the Suns. Nets are 12-10. Suns 13-11. Suns short favorites here, -2.5 at home. Over under 227.5. It's the Nets for me today. The Nets have just been covering machines. They've been covering everything. And I feel like the Suns defense is really not very impressive at all, especially when you have a questionable Durant out there also. Give me the Nets today. And then we got one more. It's the Knicks versus the Jazz. What are we taking here, folks? Knicks are 13-9, Jazz 7-16. Knicks -5.5, over under 228.5. I'm taking the Knicks. They hold their opponents to literally 110 points a game. This defense is pretty outstanding. In the Jazz, I don't know, how do you put it nicely? They're a mess. They've lost their last 3, not covering spreads. So, hey, I like the Knicks. Give me the Knicks. All right, there we go. We got everything done here today for the NBA, for the NHL. Tiffany will be back tomorrow to give us the rundown for the NFL. So can't wait for that one. Again, you guys, I appreciate the viewership here every Monday through Friday, 1 p.m. Eastern. Make sure you like, subscribe, click on the bell to get the latest notifications because we want this video to get out so more people come to Tony's channel, more people watch, the more consensus we get. Because I think the more input that you guys, the better. And Matt says, hey, how about those Broncos? Give me more Broncos. That's right. Thanks, Matt. I appreciate you watching. What do you think about the over-under on the Suns? Oh, I'm going to have to look at my spreadsheet. Where is it? NBA on the Suns. I have over 227.5. I have the variance really close, about 1.3, so it's within a basket of that, but tend to go ahead and lean to the over. So I do model all of the games. So if you do have questions like that, just go ahead and, let me know as we're going through this, just because we don't have a ton of time, throughout the day to get all of these picks to you in order to get your plays out and ready to go by the evening. But again, thanks for watching, you guys. I'll be back tomorrow with Tiffany. Again, just go to tonyspicks.com. Use the promo code TonyT at checkout as well. All right. Take care, you guys. Have a good day. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.